Hello, everyone. I don't know whether it's me that's frozen or whether it's Ryan that's frozen. If someone in the chat, Taib, if you're still there, can you tell me whether you can hear me or not? Oh, it must be Ryan. He's gone. Oh, we're just lining up. Hi, Steve, in the chat. Hi, Taib, as I mentioned. Just lining up. I'm sure you're all watching the screen now. So they're going across the Arsenal team. What's your predictions, everyone watching? It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a really tough one. It'd be good if we can come out of here with a draw, in my opinion. But you never know. You never know on the night. Hiya, this is Luca's Life as well. Well, is Ryan going to come back? Or is it just going to be me and my dulcet tones you're all going to be enchanted with this evening? Ryan says he's just rebooting his laptop. Hi, Emmanuel, as well. Emmanuel, I am. Nice to see you in the chat. Well, this is great. This is the first season that the Women's Champions League is being treated the same as the men's, where we've got a group stage to look forward to.
There we go.
2-1. I like that, Emmanuel. I like your positivity, mate. Let's keep our fingers crossed. How are you, Ryan?
Yeah, well, until 5 minutes ago, when my laptop decided to start freezing and playing up. Yeah, it was great.
Wow. I had that last night as well. I had a right nightmare with my technology last night. And then WhatsApp was down. I thought it was just me, but then everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people had problems with WhatsApp last night as well.
Yeah, I think mine did.
Look at that trophy. Oh, no, it's the Player of the Year. UEFA Player of the Year. It's an unusual trophy, isn't it? Did you see that? It's like a decal.
So what you made of the women's team anyway? I got the team up in a sec as well.
All right, Desmond, I don't like that one, mate. Take that off. Delete that comment, please. I don't want to see a 5-1 against Arsenal. Oh, he's gone again. This is Luca's Life. Did you see my stream earlier? Big up, Ryan. Looking forward to ladies' stream. Watch along. Arsenal ladies will win 3-1. I hope that's the case, mate. I hope that's the case. Arsenal ladies 3-1. That would be fantastic. Well, Ryan's street, he seems like his internet was absolutely perfect 1 second and dropped off the next. That's a bit weird. All right, enough of this showing off Barcelona by dishing out all these awards before the game's even started. Let's rub your noses in it, Arsenal ladies. Come on. All right, why not? Nice to see you in the chat as well. Oh, thank you, Steve. Thank you very much, mate. Missed you too. Well, we've just got a minute. Why not? You're on about Cronk out. I just literally come off the Arsenal Supporters Trust meeting. I had to literally drop out about 3 minutes before the end of it, actually, just to come onto this stream. As Sam Dean of the Telegraph was on there. And that was quite interesting. I do seem to think there is an opportunity for that in the future, but not looking like it as far as I'm concerned. Hello, you're back. And you're back. Oh, can't hear you now, Ryan. You're on mute. Right, what's our team? I put it on Twitter earlier. We've got Zinsberger in goal. We've got Maritz right back, Williamson and BT centre backs, Catley left back, Manham, Kim Little, Walty as a midfield three, Mead on the right of the front three, Miedemar and Katie McCabe. Just as I'm going through it all, there you go. It's on the screen as well. You probably see it. Katie McCabe on the left. So it's really strong. And what we've got, I think, is a really, really strong bench this season as well. With Woodenboy, Patton, Nobbs. Obviously, I'm going to go through all of them. Woodenboy, Patton, Nobbs, Paris, Williams, Ford, Schneiderbeck, Iwabuchi, who's been really impressive this season as well, Cull and Tobin Heath. We've got a really, really strong bench to call upon as well this season, which is a big plus point. Who's your favourite Arsenal ladies players? Well, obviously there's Miedemar, but my favourite is actually Beth Mead. I love that she plays not quite the same, but I like her enthusiasm and the style of play. Reminds me a lot of Smith Rowe, Luca's life. She's so positive when she gets the ball, just drives at the defence, whips in crosses, obviously chips in with goals, and I just love her style of play. I think she's fantastic. I did used to love Danielle van der Donk, who we lost to Lyon in the summer. But yeah, we've got some fantastic players, and I'll tell you what, when she's been called upon as well, when she's come on in the last couple of games, Tobin Heath has been so impressive as well. Nikita Paris, obviously a fantastic player. I think she's slightly off form. You may have seen Ryan and I doing our stream of the Tottenham game a few days ago. And even she scored a goal. She created a goal, the own goal. But overall, I think her touch is just off at the moment. She's just got a bit sloppy in a lot of her first touches. So, yeah, hopefully she'll improve as the season goes on and settles in to the new squad. And you're back again, Ryan.
Again.
Welcome to the stream. Well, welcome to the stream, mate.
Every time I say something positive, it cuts me off.
Oh, don't start saying anything negative, mate. Otherwise, I'll kick you off.
Oh, don't. Had enough about last night. You know.
Oh, mate.
Oh, dear. That's not like the scoreboard. It's kicked off now on the stream.
Yes, yeah. We're just up to 2 minutes now.
Of course, I'll get on my phone in 1 sec. I was going to watch it on the TV, but the TV's playing it as well, so I'll just watch it on my phone 1 sec. Let's get the line up, the scoreboard up first.
Yeah, and Steve put, is this the strongest lineup? I'd say so, Steve. I mean, we've got Jordan Nobbs. Probably, if she was really up to full match fitness, maybe she could argue she could start. And Tobin Heath, when she gets settled in,
I think she'll
be very much pushing for a start. Obviously, one of the world's best players, so you expect that. But she's not up to match fitness yet. She's delayed joining us. So apart from that, I'd say yes, it is, Steve. I'd say yes, it is. We've got a young team now.
Yeah, but depth as well. Young, but depth, got a lot of depth.
Well, whilst you were swanning around doing whatever you were doing, Ryan, I said about it's probably one of the strongest benches we've had in a long time, isn't it? Really strong bench. So yeah, big up to Steve. Big up to Usman Kaduna as well. Up the Gunners. Yes, exactly right.
And everyone that's stuck by the channel whilst we're going for that mad moment there for the first 5 minutes.
Well, you've got me on there, so you'll be fine as far as that's concerned.
Let's get that. For anyone that hasn't seen the team lineup while the game's kicked off, 1 second.
I tweeted it out earlier. Do you want me to read it through to you? Or?
I'll just go up on the screen here. There you go. So that's all
Oh,
right.
there you go.
Got
Cool.
Zensberger in goal. Meritz, Williamson's back in from obviously a vest at the weekend. BT, Cately, Walty, Manham, Kim Little, the captain. Then a forward three of Beth Mead, Vivian Miedema, and Katie McCabe.
Steve Effort asked, who's your favourite ladies players? I said mine, Beth Mead. Obviously, there's Miedema as well, goes without saying.
Yeah.
But I love Beth Mead. She reminds me, like I said to the chat box, I said she reminds me a lot of the way she plays of Smith Rowe in lots of ways. She's so positive with her movement, driving at the defenders or whipping in crosses and so on. She reminds me a lot of him, and I like her enthusiasm on the pitch. Hi, Gary, and hi, Steve, as well. Hi.
Yeah, it used to be Daniel van der Donk, but obviously he's now left.
Yeah, I said that. I said that as well. She was my favourite too. It broke my heart when I found out that she was actually together with Beth Mead, because I always used to fancy marrying Danielle van der Donk, but unfortunately I'm not her type. It's a real shame.
It is what it is, though.
It is what it is. Good luck to him.
Okay. It's not well so far, though. We've lasted longer than Chelsea did in the final, put it that way.
Yeah, very good point. I don't know whether there's an English version available, but I'm on a Spanish stream, the Zone on YouTube. I don't know whether it's just the one option, but
I listen to one second. I've got no commentary in my one, and I'm watching it on the Zone as well. There we go.
Well, I've obviously turned the sound down. I never get. That's the worst thing about doing the watch along. You see what we have to put up with, all you guys who are here all the time. Oh, good save. We don't get to listen to the interviews. We don't get to listen to the commentary. Or I don't, anyway, at least. It's all for you guys in the chat room.
You're a good save, as I've seen it. You're about 10 seconds ahead of me by the sounds of it. I'm on 5:49.
Well, it's your shit internet then, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
That was a good save, wasn't it? It was a really good save.
Yeah. How's your Damien anyway? I would ask if you got to listen to the podcast back, but obviously I don't think you did.
No, I haven't yet, mate, and I haven't even had a chance to listen to what I sent you earlier, the Arsenal Women preview podcast for this game, which I really wanted to listen to, but I've been really busy all day today. I had an interview this morning, as you know. Well, not this morning, this afternoon. Virtual interview, which went well, I think. I've got another one tomorrow, same time, about 1:30. But yeah, I've been fine. Yeah, been a good day, but been quite busy doing stuff. I've had to get a lot of things I've been putting off doing for quite a long time. I've done today. That way.
It's on Arsenal.com as well, apparently. The game
is it?
That's Steve says it's on Design and Arsenal.com.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know. Because I put a tweet earlier, everyone said it was on Design and Design only. I was like, okay. And obviously, you messaged me as well saying Design. You Googled it and everything.
Yeah, well, I just thought this was the only option apart from what was it? I can't remember now. It's the Zone and it was literally the Zone with the subscription, or obviously on the YouTube channel. That's what I thought it was on. I've got a perfect stream anyway. I ain't messing with it, and I can't listen to the sound anyway, so it doesn't bother me that it's in Spanish. But the presenters were really delightful to the eye, so I was quite pleased about that. Anyway,
I'm sure you was. Mark in the chat says, "Big up, lads! If you want to watch it, it's on his goal. It's in English."
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, we can't listen to it anyway, as Andy says.
Yeah, don't bother me. Perfect picture and stream anyway.
Steve, it's still 0-0, but we are having Barcelona a lot of the ball so far. But as you'd expect, being European champions and at home, so
yeah, you've created one clear-cut chance, which, was it? It was, I suppose, a clear-cut chance, which forced one good save. But apart from that, we've been holding him at arm's length so far at the moment, which is good.
Yeah, we're not showing too much. We're not showing too much respect. I like what again. Going back to the Champions League final where they won last season, where Chelsea just literally just showed them all the respect in the world and let them have all the space they wanted.
Yeah,
We're not doing that.
No. Not. Oh my God, what's she doing? Bloody hell, it's a bit risky from. God, it's a bit risky from the goalie then. Zinsberger, she well out of her box and a bit casual there, but she got away with it. A lot of confidence or stupidity, one of the two. But another shot, just driven wide. Didn't really trouble the goalkeeper there.
We have to see it now. Oh my days. Bit of a heavy touch, basically what it is.
Yeah.
I don't like Barca's kit, by the way, for the Champions League, the home kit.
No, I don't like it either. Big up Mark, big up Steve FC, Russ. Good challenge.
God.
We've got. Let's keep a bit of possession now. We've got the ball back, thankfully. They're going to have massive amounts of possession in this game. I won't be surprised if it's like 80% by the end, but we just got to be smart with it when we've got it and try and counter attack them quick. But I don't know. I'm trying to find out. I think Arsenal under 23s have got a match against Bournemouth under 23s tomorrow in what's called the Premier League Cup as well. I haven't been able to find out whether it's available to watch anywhere yet. But if that's the case, then might be worth watching that as well, especially because it's the international break and we're all starved to death of Arsenal's content. So that'd be quite good.
Yeah.
Get a chance to watch Patino and maybe Eddie McBalligan. And
a few of the others that are coming through as well.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully might be able to find a stream for that somewhere.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, after tonight, the women don't get any Arsenal women's content until Sunday, 2:30. It's Everton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's on Sky, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
At least there.
I can't do international football though.
No, especially qualifiers.
No, it's just.
Mind you, saying that, the England under 21s, I believe, are. Is that tomorrow as well, or the day after? But if which I'm sure he will be, Smith Rowe's playing, I might be tempted to watch that.
Just having a look now for you, once it loads up. We've got Nations League, full international, Italy v Spain. Let's go for it now.
It's definitely coming up very soon, the England under 21s.
Yeah, because who's taken over from the Eddie Boothroyd? I can't remember who took over now. It's on Thursday. Slovenia.
Oh, yeah. They are, yeah. So that'd be good. So fingers crossed, might be able to find a stream for the under 23s tomorrow, and then England under 21s. I'll be tempted to watch that with Smith Rowe. Surely got to start.
I was a bit surprised he didn't get called up to England squad because he hasn't done too bad in the last 4 games since the last international break either.
Well, name another player that's in as good form as him in his position.
Exactly.
Foden, obviously, but he doesn't necessarily have to play in the same position.
No. And also they can play in the same 11 as well. They can swap roles in between and all that.
Yeah. Another good bit of goalkeeping there, but it wasn't really a dangerous thing. But at least she was alert to the danger. You're under the cosh, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, good again. Good punch up from the goalie, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't really a massive danger, was it? But at least she was alert to it.
I think it's like you say, we're holding them at arm's length, just waiting for the opportunity to come to us. Really, we're not overcommitting when we attack, and we do. As I said, when we do attack, it's smart. It's not overdoing it because we know what's coming if we do.
Yeah, exactly.
And they are European champions. You've got to show them the respect that was within reason, obviously, but still.
Yeah.
And it's their home crowd. What's turned up anyway.
Exactly. Tim Stillman's there somewhere, flying the flag. Yeah, Steve FC put a poor game on Saturday, kept clean sheet, but needed to win. I'm just going to say my piece on this just quickly.
Yeah, because you didn't get a chance yesterday, because 20 minutes.
I mean, it was a disappointing game, of course, but we've got to remember it's just only the fourth game this team have played together. They've still got the youngest team that we've had in years out there. They're still building up these relationships. It was absolutely shit weather, which I'm not using as an excuse because Brighton played in the same pitch and the same weather. But when you got to remember that these kids are so much less experienced than the Brighton players. Brighton players have been playing this game for 3 years now under this manager, and they're well used to this. So they're far more experienced, big burly guys, and playing and be taught really, really well by an exceptional manager for a long period of time. We've been doing it for fucking about 3 hours in total, right?
Yeah.
So I just need to think we just need to give these guys a break. I mean, even the Invincibles, I'm not comparing this team to the Invincibles, but the Invincibles had shit games during that season and just about managed to scrape draws on occasions.
Yeah.
You cannot expect, especially a young, inexperienced team, to play to the same level that they played against Tottenham every single game. And you've got to understand as well that other players also, and all other teams rather, also have tactics and with good managers, really good managers, who have prepared the game spotlessly to combat our strengths. And let's face it, I think Potter outcoached Arteta on the day. He did, because he came up with all the answers and Arteta didn't. But at least we didn't get beaten and we managed to hold out and defend really, really well as a team to get that draw. That's all I've got to say on it, really, because the negativity is as if we've got battered 5-0. And I just can't. Yes, it's disappointing that we didn't win, but Brighton are a really, really good side, and you've got to respect that sometimes. You've got to respect the performance of the opposition. That's never taken into account.
Well, no, not certain fan channels as well, but it was, for me, it was just a performance that we saw that first half against Tottenham, and then we just obviously weather conditions and this, that, and the other. It just weren't our day, but we got out of there. And what I think was it Henri? I think one of the DVDs I've got from the Invincible here, because you mentioned it. After we won the league at White Hart Lane, the following game we played Birmingham City at home 0-0, and even he said, "I don't know how we got out of that for point."
Yeah, I know.
We just didn't have the motivation. We just didn't turn up that day.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the negativity is just... I just had to walk away from it sometimes because it drives me mad. I wasn't happy after the game. But you've got to reflect on it. You've got to take... I mean, it doesn't mean when you have a game like that, it doesn't mean that the player... Oh, he's shit. He's crap. Why is he doing this? We're playing against these two. We're only playing against Norwich, Burnley, Brighton. We expect it, and we've kept clean sheets against them, but we've only scored so many goals. Blah 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 blah. It just like makes your head explode sometimes. You've got to take a step back and think that you're not going to get amazing performances every single game. Other teams are going to counteract what you do because they've got really good quality managers there that know how to get their team set up against the way you play. You get scouted, and you sometimes get nullified. And when you do take into account that it's still only the fourth game that these players have played together, they're still building relationships, etc., on the pitch, then you've got to know that happens sometimes in football. Yes, it's disappointing, but it happens. And it happens to the best teams. Man City got held by Southampton recently. Liverpool got held to a 3-3 draw by Brentford.
Man United that weekend had 1-1 against Everton reserve team, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So let's just take a chill pill sometimes. I know it's disappointing going into the international break. We all wanted to win. Of course we did. But you've got to understand that this is football when it happens. And sometimes you come up against a team that are just better on a day. But we didn't get beaten. And it sounds like we got thrashed and we were absolutely appalling, which wasn't the case. We weren't appalling. We created very, very few chances up the other end of the pitch. But what we were good at was defending on the day. So just got to take it and move on.
That's what I sort of didn't get with Richard last night. On about our defence and all that. Well, we didn't concede. It's like, okay, if we'd lost, if we played that game exact same way and lost 2-0 or 3-0 or whatever, you can understand where he's coming from, sort of. But to say this defence hasn't actually improved, we don't know that because they've only played together 4 times. There's actual, not just the defence, but the actual goalkeeper as well.
You've only got to use your eyes to see that we've improved. It's just ridiculous. Of course we've improved, and we've improved the squad, and we've improved our long-term prospects with the squad as well.
It just takes time.
And you've got to watch the game. You've got to watch the game to see with your own eyes that we've improved. If you can't see that, then I don't know what you're watching. I do not know what you're watching at all. The difference is from that Manchester City game we played, which was appalling. That was genuinely atrocious performance, to the ones we've had over the last 4 games. If you can't see the difference, then you're watching the wrong sport. You really are. And said, yeah, lol, not bringing up the weather, but I swear I'm not using that as an excuse. But what the tiny smidgen of where you possibly could is the fact that a lot of our players are far less experienced in playing in that sort of conditions than the opposition players, I'm sure, that have played in it loads of times. But however, I'm not using that excuse. Arteta was outclassed on the day by a really, really good, promising manager who knew what he was up against and completely nullified us. Fair play to him, because they played brilliantly. And you've got to respect the fact that they're a really, really good side at the moment, and they were missing their best player. So fair play to them. But we did get out of there with a point, and you have to remember that. And I genuinely don't think that would have happened with, some of the players we had playing for us last season.
Oh, that's it. Steve in the chat saying to you, I said, this is what Steve said last night in the chat. He's just repeating it basically. He said, last night they flooded the midfield, and our passing was out. Part in Odegaard was one outfit. Obviously, we could and should have cut through, and as they pushed on, we could have scored on our day. Yeah, it's just for some reason it weren't clicking.
No, because they shut down they just shut down Odegaard. They shut down our passing lanes. Our Partey was really off the boil completely, but he was having to do an awful lot in the game. I think a lot was put on him, and he just wasn't up to it on the day. Just was not up to it. And Odegaard was a shadow of himself because they weren't allowing him to play. They weren't allowing our midfield to play. I was absolutely. You have to take your hat off to their midfield who worked. I said in the preview show that their midfield was weak. I totally hold my hands up and say, wow, they were absolutely not weak on the day. And we, on paper, which I hate saying, but on paper, our players are far superior to theirs in midfield, far better technical ability. But on the day, they had their jobs and they stuck to them, and they were far better than ours, far better. So I totally hold my hands up and say they shocked me in the way that they played. But you've got to give them respect, the manager respect and the players respect for the way that they played. I mean, even Lallana rolled back the years on the day. He wasn't spectacular, but he was a really good player for them on the day. So, anyway, I've had my say on it now. Let's sort of go back to this match we're watching tonight, because that's what we're here for, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, basically, that's just making a good point. Most of the Premier League season is played in the autumn winter. There's no excuse because it does rain and snow.
No, there's no excuse at all. And they'll get used to it. They will. They'll get used to it. And I think
as a team,
even Tommy, he had an interview after the match, didn't he? And he
Yeah.
said he was. I loved this. He was really honest and said, he was far better in the second half than he was in the first half. If you noticed, let me praise myself one little bit from the preview show. I isolated their threat, didn't I? Cucurella.
Yeah.
He was immense on the day, wasn't he?
We
I said it. Didn't I say he was a great buy for them, and he's a threat. He's where to look out for. And on the day, wow, he was really, really good. Really good player. I can't remember what they paid for him, but it was peanuts. And what a steal that was.
Oh, that's a free kick, but okay. I know you're ahead of me, but yeah, their number 7 just slips over the edge of in the D and gets a free kick.
I don't know whether they gave it for handball, which was really harsh, if that was the case.
No, it can't have been because that would be in the penalty box. That would be the penalty then.
No, look where they're taking the free kick from.
So there, it wasn't even a foul. It's a 50-50 challenge. She weren't fouled, I think. Because she got a shot off. It just hit someone. But again, watching the replay, if they're going by that incident, it'd be a pen.
Oh, God, that was a nice little corner routine they had there, actually, to be fair to them. But that was dangerous. Handled it well. Swarmed out. Good defending.
Good wall as well.
We're going to be under the cosh for the full 95 minutes, however long we're going to play in this game. I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
If we be, that was a nice ball by Miedemar. Come on, come on. No, she was on her own. She got ball stolen. I'll tell you what. If we get any half chance, we've got to take it in this game. It'd be really interesting if we could take the lead somehow. Just miraculously, if we could just get a ball over the top, which Miedemar runs onto or something. But I think that's the way we're going to have to play this game. Literally, just on the odd counter attack.
Yeah. Remember when the draw was made, we were talking about in the group chat on WhatsApp, and I said Barcelona aside, because obviously they're champions of Europe and all that. I'm actually happy with this group. I do think we'll get out of this group. It'll be top 2. It's just obviously Barcelona will be the favourites to win the group. I'm happy with it. Other people weren't happy, as we know. So that
they'll be the whipping boys. The other two teams, is it Kurga or something from?
I'll get it from my phone because
Scandinavia or Denmark. I can't remember what country they're from actually. And
let's go over to my channel. Because I put a post out at the time saying this is a draw, and this is what we're covering this throughout the extra.
Also, I'd fancy our chances of getting
Koga.
Sorry, say it again.
Hoffenheim of Germany.
Yeah.
And HB Kogi or Koga.
Kurga, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live in Sweden for a couple of years, so
I
know what those little
things. I've heard it before. I don't do pronunciation as well, Joe. First time anyway.
Well, that was nice.
Or I've had 24 hours sleep deprived, and I can't pronounce Vivian's surname. Yeah, Chelsea again because I made the comparison at the time with our group and Chelsea's group, and I said we got the easier group. Barcelona aside, other people, as we know, said different. But Chelsea got Wolfsburg, Juventus, and then they got the whipping team of the group, Zaverta. Wolfsburg and Juventus aren't going to be any pushover, trust me.
No, they're not.
But in terms of the women's game,
we're half an hour in, and it's still 0-0, which is good at the moment. But just the goalie just put one out, which is a shame. But I'd also fancy our chances of getting at least a point out of this Barcelona team when we're at home as well.
Yeah,
so
I think at Bournemouth, I think they play more open as well because the pitch is a bit more narrow as well, isn't it? To us, that we're used to playing that.
It's more likely to have shit weather as well.
Yeah. They won't like that.
No, they won't like it up them in a cold, damp night in Boreham Wood, I tell you.
In the middle of nowhere, yeah. And I know that for a fact.
Right,
That's the one
corner to
thing.
Barca.
That's the one thing I'm enjoying. That even though these obviously the men's club level, like domestic clubs, have on international duty, we still have this.
The free header there, but went straight into the goalkeeper's arms. That was the first time I can say that weren't great defending there, because she was literally who was it? I couldn't see who it was. It wasn't nowhere near tight enough to that player.
Let's try to find out now. Steve is asking him to check himself. There's no replay. I can tell you. But yeah, she had a complete free header there.
Yeah, I tried to see who it was. I couldn't see who was picking her up. Supposed to be picking her up then.
Number 7. I can't remember her name now. Gone. It'll come to me in a sec.
Marnham. Was it Marnham?
That's the one. The total attempts is 11-0, but none on target so far. Apart from that.
Yeah, that header was.
Yeah.
Well, that shot that the goalkeeper saved, that was going in.
Oh, yeah, that's two. That's still pretty good. You know what, I take it.
I think we've defended well. Apart from that one corner routine, then that was poor. But apart from that, we've been really well organised.
That's what I'm saying. Jonas has actually got this team really well drilled for this game, prepared and everything. Poor distribution from the goalie, but still. There's in trouble. Kate's going to get. McCabe's going to get a word. Having basically a head drop on the earth.
Oh no! That's it. 1-0. That's goalkeeper spilled it. That was poor goalkeeping there. That's a shame.
Sake.
That was too easy. That was too easy there. Arsenal need to have a look at that. Look at themselves. It was quite a tame shot, to be honest, by the really well. I can't forget the name. Really powerful striker that they've got. She looks really like, I don't know, looks like a machine.
Oh, she should have held on to that. Come on.
Yeah, it's poor goalkeeping. But it's a fairly weak shot, to be honest. And
it's a weak shot in the first place, yeah.
She parried it, but our defenders were so
asleep. Yeah,
they just weren't alive to the situation at all. And then the rebound was picked off the goalkeeper, was picked up, and she had all the time in the world to take a touch. Even she didn't even have to take it first time, and then another stride, and then stroked it into the back of the net. So that's disappointing. I was really, if we could have held out till half time at least, that would have been a real positive. But you can't defend like that in Champions League against Barcelona and get away with it.
No.
That's a shame. Yeah, it is a shame.
Steve saying that she was offside in the pot. There's no VAR, though, is there? In
no, I don't. To be honest, I don't think she was. No, I don't think she was. She was level, if anything. But don't forget they've given that little bit extra as well with VAR. I don't know whether they've done it the same with the women. I know there's no VAR, but whether they've given them the same leniency, if you know what I mean.
I mean,
there's a free kick into the Barcelona box now from Arsenal. Let's try and make this count.
Yeah, more.
Decent ball in. Oh no, it's clear. Back in header. No. Still got possession though in the Barcelona half for the first time in what seems like ages. Come on, there's no one helping her. Give her some help. Yeah. That's a nice little dummy, but whether it was meant or not, I'm not sure actually. Come on, no, she's stolen the ball in her own. You can't. This is getting sloppy now, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Good save. Good. Held on to that one. Much better from Zinsberger. But that was sloppy there. We need to buck our ideas up and quick. I tell you,
Also,
they
yeah.
look they look like they could score at every opportunity at the moment, don't they? They're giving it away again in their own half. What's going on? Come on.
Bit of a shock to the system, isn't it? Going 1-0 down, they haven't recovered. Man, well, looks so.
Good recovery. Got it back, thank God.
This is the thing. I don't want the girls to go gun ho and go over commit and then get done on the counter.
No,
That's the
we've just
mistake
got to.
Chelsea made in the final.
The best way is just to stick to this. What we said before, the game plan. Try and hit them on the break, and now we'd be going for a 1-1, if anything, rather than trying to sneak a 1-0 win. But we should still keep tight at the back and try and hit them on the break when we can and make it count. And yeah, the best we can hope for, I think, is trying to sneak out of there with a 1-1. But it's looking very, very difficult at the moment because we're just not getting any foothold on the ball at any possession at the moment at all, really. And Barcelona, like they could score every time they go forward.
Yeah.
So just have to hope for better in the second half. Just keep it tight now. Don't let another goal in before half time, otherwise you're done for. It is a league, Steve. Yeah, it's the Champions League group stage for the first time for the ladies. So it's not the end of the world by any means, but we do not want to get hammered. We don't want to get hammered. It's for pride more than anything as well.
Yeah, like the men's basically, Steve. It's literally first round, basically the first proper round is group of 4, and there's 4 groups, all group of 4, and then it's like knockouts afterwards, from February onwards.
Yeah.
Oh, Vivian.
What she got booking for?
Of course it did.
Because she blew for a free kick, but within, I'd say probably less than a second or so, she tried to chip the goalkeeper. It's almost like the Van Persie situation.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you're describing that, it literally just screams Van Persie from 2009.
Yeah, that was really harsh, unbelievably harsh.
Kate McKay's been booked. Seriously.
I still couldn't see her. This Barcelona forward, I tell you, she's like, I don't know, she's like Didier Drogba. She's so powerful.
Yeah. I want a booking. Refs take the mick now. Even Steve saying, yeah, Robin Van Persie all over again, yeah. It's literally, as Steve's describing, and I'm watching it then, pan out on my stream. It's literally like that. The whistle's blown, and obviously, as the whistle's been blown, Katie's obviously gone for the chip. But before it's even finished being blown, by the way, gone for the chip, and then got booked for it.
I tell you, I mean, they've had 16 attempts to 0 at the moment. And I know Barcelona are, the current Champions League winners, and they're an exceptional team. But we're not playing to our potential. It shouldn't be quite that much of a gulf, I don't think. We are a very good team as well. We're playing below ourselves, I think, at the moment.
I think the setup was literally just to hold them off as long as possible and try and counter them. But the girls haven't tried. But the thing is, the girls haven't tried to counter at all.
I think they look a little bit. I don't know whether shell shocked is the word, but they look.
I say,
yeah, but I don't know. They look like they're not expecting this to be quite as dominant as it is, and that's a surprise because I wouldn't put that down against this manager at all.
No.
They should have expected this from the start, but they're playing really sloppily at the moment. They're just giving the ball away again in our own half, and we're not closing down quick enough. Look, it's just about to put a ball into the box, which luckily we've cleared, but the covering defender was just jogging up to her and allowed her so much time and space to pick out a cross then. You've probably seen it by now.
Yeah.
That's poor defending.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, we're better than this. We are.
We've shown it.
We are not playing to our best of our abilities, and it's a shame because we need to snap out of this and believe in ourselves a bit more.
Yeah, like
We've
Steve
got
saying, they're pulling us all out of position,
no,
all over the place.
they are, but it's men against boys at the moment. On the pitch,
Yeah.
it's pardon the expression. You know what I mean. It's like the Barcelona team are playing like the Barcelona youth or something. We're not giving a good account of ourselves at the moment. And if we can get in at half time at 1-0 down, I think we're doing all right then because he's got time to sort things out. But at the moment, it's worrying. I just hope to God they don't score another one before half time. They're looking extremely dangerous at every single opportunity they've got the ball.
I've got a comment from Entertainment Level saying that Arsenal don't want to collect an 8-0 obviously defeat. That's why their defender we're not saying not defend. That's saying we have been praising them for their actual defensive game, but they're not actually when they do have to counter attack them. They're not doing that.
I expected, like I said right at the start of the show, we're going to be under the cosh. They're going to have probably 80% of the possession. We've got to be patient. But what's annoying is not the fact that we're having to defend. It's the fact that we're being so sloppy with the ball when we've finally got it back. We're giving it back to them so easily in our own half most of the time, and we're not pressing. We're not closing down enough either. We're not quick to the ball. They're winning everything, Barcelona. Literally everything at the moment. And when we've finally got the ball back, we give it away again, really, really cheaply. That's what's annoying. Not the fact that we're sitting back and defending. That's expected at the moment. And do you know what? It's not against the law to criticise the ladies' team, the ladies' players. They want to be treated the same as the men's players. They want to have the same criticism. They want to have the same dialogue. So we're not. It's not like we're being horrible by criticising them. It's the fact that they're not playing very well today at the moment.
I'm just.
We know that we can play better than this.
Beth makes us on one free kick here. A Barcelona players run off of the ball and booted it into the stand. And the ref's not booked that player. Come on, you're telling me there's no corruption. There's nothing dodgy going on here.
No.
God's sake. Oh, it's lazy.
Come on, get. Come on, that's it. Just get your foot on the ball, relax, and play some decent football. Pass it, keep the ball, get through to half time. But the Barca players are just first at everything at the moment, and they just pressed our goalkeeper and forced her into an error, putting it out for another throw in again, and it's Barca's possession again.
Sounds about right. It's going so far.
That's got to be offside, surely. 2-0.
Oh,
that's that, and there's no VAR, so that's going to count. And it's that player again. It's that forward.
Same one as well. For God's sake.
She's literally just ripping us to shreds. That woman. She's so quick. Placed a simple ball into our 6-yard box, and just tapped home with no real challenge. I want to see this again.
Oh, it's way offside.
Do you know what? It is close, but I think she was offside.
But again, the lineswoman was on that side of the pitch as well. So what's she watching?
Her defending weren't good enough again either. She was just on her own. The number 11 in just on the edge of our 6-yard box to tap home. And that's game over. Like, we ain't going to come back from 2-0 down. We had a chance at 1-0, but I just don't fancy our chances of coming back from 2-0 down the way the game's going at the moment. Unless he's got some kind of plan up his sleeve for the second half to drastically change things. We are not coming back from this in a hurry, I'm telling you. It's just all too easy for Barca at the minute, and it's a real shame. Real shame.
I think he'll get into them though, because of how respectful they've been too respectful. As I was saying at one point, holding them at arm's length. They're going 1-0 down. They're just falling apart.
I think he's going to rip into them. Yeah, he's going to be seeing this and being. He's going to be watching this and fuming inside because he knows we can do so much better. He knows
We've
that.
seen it as well. And yeah, Steve, they are good. Let's not get twisted. As we've been saying throughout the stream, they are the European champions and all, and we expect this to a degree in terms of how they're playing.
Absolutely expected it.
But in terms of how we're playing, we don't expect this. We in one sense, because in terms of when we go to attack, we're just giving the ball away. But every time we've played since obviously Jonas has come in, we've been phenomenal.
Our passing has been crisp, really crisp, quick, decisive. But today, we're not disputing that they're a better team, and they are playing really, really well. But it's too easy for them. We're giving them the ball back at every opportunity we've ever had it. We're just giving them the ball back, and we're playing really badly. We fully expected them to dominate possession and put us under the cosh for the 95 minutes. But when we've got the ball, we're just not making it count at all. We're just literally weakly giving it back to them. And we've been... From starting the game, we were really quite solid defensively, but we just seem to have crumbled in defence, and we don't know what we're doing anymore.
As soon as that first goal went in, we're just falling apart. We're losing, as you said, losing the ball. Every time we get the ball, we're giving it back to them, or it's a poor touch, and we're going out for a throw-in, or it's just stupid little errors that don't need to be made.
Our passing has just been, very... Oh, my God. And just giving them the ball back, I don't know what she was doing there, but she just let the ball go out for a throw off her foot. I mean, we're just not at the races at all today, and we've got to keep possession. Got to try and find that pass. I mean, we're not even making 5 to 10 yard passes anymore. We're just not doing it. And the ball just bobbled off a foot, went out for a throw-in, and that's possession back to them again in our own half. It's just not good enough at the moment, and he's going to be furious with this performance. He really is.
Yeah. With us saying that knife through butter in the chat. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They've grown in confidence. The Barca team, and there's literally just teasing us.
I mean, looking at our defenders now, their back four, I'm looking at the line, and we're not in any kind of shape either at the moment. It's like a zigzag.
It's literally like that, yeah. Sort of like that, effectively.
That's a shame. That is. I wasn't expecting us to play so badly. I was expecting Barcelona to be good. I was expecting them to have all the lion's share of possession, but I wasn't expecting us to play as bad as we have done in that first half. So he's got a massive job to do in this half-time team talk. He's got to earn his money. I mean, he's got to change things drastically in this second half so we can get a foot on the ball, keep possession, and just desperately try and threaten them on the counter-attack, because we've shown nothing in the half. Nothing at all.
And Gary's saying this is mental. More than Barcelona are tactically, physically better. They look like a team who knows how to outclass. Knows they are outclassed before the match has even started.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain earlier. I'm trying to find the right wording, but that's sort of it. That's what I was trying to get at. Really, it seems like they're giving them too much respect, and they're just worried about them. They look scared of the team.
Yeah.
And they look like they know that they are nowhere near as good as Barcelona. And that's not right, because if we believed in ourselves a bit more in this game, we'd be playing a lot better. We're a better team showing, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's the disappointment.
Since Jonas has come in the summer, every game I've watched the girls us play under him, we've been absolutely phenomenal. Against the past, it's been crisp. We've not played like this once in terms of when we get on the ball.
No, it's a real shame. I was thinking we were going to put up much more of a better fight than this in this game.
He does look livid from what I saw on the screen a minute ago.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do in this half time and he's got to change it up drastically. I'm talking about, different formations, not just like substitutes or whatever, but rip it up and start again. Basically, this is half time.
Look at the stats there. 67% of the ball. We've had 33%. 8 attempts on target. We've had no attempts, nothing at all either side, either way. 7 corners, no corners. Offside once, offside 3 times somehow. Passes 331, 160. Completed 293, 130. So we've only had 30 off passes that have gone off. That's only basically gone 1-0 down. But yeah, it doesn't bode well for us. But honest, as I said, he does look, as he's talked to his assistant there, like he's not impressed with what he's been seeing, and rightly so.
What are you watching it on? Because I'm not seeing any of that. So.
Oh no, on Dazan. I was opposite on Dazan, but I think you're ahead of me. It came from my screen, literally. Yeah. Steve saying they are like peak Pep Barca. Well, yeah.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, they are brilliant. I'm not taking anything away from Barcelona at all, but we are not doing ourselves any favours by allowing them to play the way they're playing, because our closing down has been non-existent in large portions of that second half. Though, I mean, that second goal was a ridiculous goal to concede. They did well to sort of break forward, but it was too easy. With that one ball cut us wide open, and then that ball just outside the 6-yard box was tapped home by one player who had 4 players around her, but didn't make any kind of attempt to even get the ball. It seemed to me. I'm just going to see the first goal again. Oh no, that was the first shot that the goalkeeper saved, actually, which is a good save.
We've got players on the bench that can come off and make a difference, but
we have, yeah.
Caitlin Ford, Toby Heath, Jordan Nobbs, Bootsy, Nikita Paris, for example.
I think I'll bring Tobin Heath on in the second half. But we've got to stiffen up our midfield as well. Our midfield is just, it's so easy for them to bypass it and just walk straight through us at the moment. I don't know what the answer is. That's not what I'm paid for, luckily. But I mean, to me though, I think that the way that the England team have been playing with Williamson in midfield, it makes you think sometimes that, especially in situations like this, maybe it's best to move Williamson into midfield to stiffen it up a bit, and perhaps just bring on Wubben Moy to play as a centre back, because she's impressed me a lot this season as a central defender. Good ball playing central defender as well. She's got really good passing range. Stick her in and move Williamson up into midfield. That's possibly a good option to think about, to be honest. It just seems like they're overrunning. It looks like they've got more. It looks like they've got more players on the pitch than we have.
Yeah, Gay was saying that as well earlier. It's like they've got 22. They've got a full complement of 22 players on the pitch against us.
I mean, they just showed the replay, the second goal. I mean, that is just, it's so bad in every single way. You cannot say anything good about that whatsoever unless you're a Barcelona fan. It's just ridiculous play. It was so easy for them. It looked like we've given up at that point, and that's really. Well, I know we haven't, but the first one I think was. I'm sorry, but it was poor goalkeeper. I know that she's been really worked in this game, but she should have been doing better than that as well. But our defenders weren't alert to the rebound, and you should always be alert to the rebound when someone takes a shot, just in case that happens. And none of them were; they were half asleep.
No, it's just literally that first goal. Up to that first goal, we're
actually,
literally.
That was us, definitely offside as well. But they must be more lenient at the moment, because it was, if anything, it was Lee Williamson's arm keeping her onside, which shouldn't count really.
You can't defend with an arm, can you?
No.
No, but I was saying, literally up to 0-0, as you were saying, people can go back and watch it. We're praising, we're doing everything right, playing sensible, no mistakes. And as soon as that first goal went in, the heads dropped.
Yeah. I can still hear you. I'm just going to go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's,
2v1.
and for the next 10 minutes, we got just torn to pieces and sort of got a glimpse of what Chelsea had to put up back in May.
They've got Pep Guardiola's brother, I think, on the picture at the moment.
They must do. All big acres. Yes.
I don't know who he is, but
Got Vic Akers on my screen.
Vic Akers.
Oh, Highbury, yeah.
Oh, I don't know what. I must be watching a different stream then. There must be a different one for England and a different one for Spain because I'm watching a Spanish one. We've got a Spanish guy on the picture at the moment who looks like Pep Guardiola's younger brother.
Oh, okay. No, I've got Vic Akers, Drayton Park, and Highbury and Arsenal.
See, that's why I didn't see when you were saying about Jonas Eideveld looking really angry. But I didn't have that on my picture. I didn't have that on my screen.
Yeah, Steve. Steve's saying, "What stream are you watching, Andrew?" I've got Highbury on my screen.
I'm watching the Zone YouTube channel, but it's obviously one specifically for the Spanish audience. But I am actually preferring it because I'd rather have these two really beautiful ladies on the screen than Vic Akers, to be honest with you. I've got something good to announce. That I've got a show coming up on Monday, by the way.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Sorry, not Monday. I beg your pardon. Tuesday morning. For anyone who can't watch it, it's 9:00 Tuesday morning, and I'm going to be interviewing Jerry Payton on my channel, and we're going to be talking about the modern day goalkeeper and his early assessment of Aaron Ramsdale. And all things about Arsenal goalkeeping and the current team. So that'll be a good one. 9:00 Tuesday morning. For those who can't watch it live because of work commitments, obviously please give it a watch later on in the evening when you get home.
Yeah. If anyone that's not subscribed yet to his channel, if Gary or anyone can get hold of his link, put it in the chat, so you can go and do it now. So kill a few seconds. Guess who was on the Highbury squad last night?
Kevin Campbell.
Smart ass.
I don't know who.
Bob Wilson.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's good.
Actually, I've watched the first half so far. Because I was doing my podcast from there on at the time, so I'd watch the first half and I'll go watch the second half of it.
Oh,
later.
Now I've got. I just had Vic Akers on my screen.
Bloody hell! I've now got fucking Sadiq Khan for some reason on the screen.
Oh well.
I have no idea what this is about, by the way. Then Vic Akers again. But yeah, I have no idea what this is about. I've got no sound, so. I assume it's about Vic Akers. What his job is, obviously his role. He's 20 years, obviously, service to the women's team.
Yeah. Oh, he's a legend. I love Vic Akers. But no, it's just gone back to the adverts now. It's only a very, very brief thing on my screen. I think they're advertising a program.
Must be. Yeah, because like Katie Chapman, like players from back in the 06, 07, we won all four. When Vic Akers was manager, we won all four competitions and what was then the Champions League, because it's been renamed since.
Yeah.
We won that, the League Cup, the FA Cup and the League all in one season.
If only we had our channel streaming then doing watch alongs.
If only, yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. Super positive we would have been back then, Jesus. Fucking imagine Invincible season on a YouTube channel. Fucking hell. Too positive. We wouldn't do so well, would we?
You still get certain people moaning about the draws that we're having.
How did we draw to that lot? We were dominating them. Where's Vieira? Where's Roberto? Where was this? Where was that?
We only just about managed to draw against Portsmouth. Right.
Pogba Perez dive. It's not good enough. Oh dear. No, I was just going in the chat. I was just saying, literally, if you can, grab a link to Andrew's channel. Go to Andrew's channel quickly. Grab a link and put it in the chat for people to subscribe because he's got a show coming up on Tuesday in the morning.
Yeah, I thought it was a link to this match, wasn't it?
No, he's put a link to this match on. For this match, I'm also saying because you've mentioned what you're doing on Tuesday. If you can, go over to your channel quickly. Grab a link to the channel and put it in the chat here, the live chat. Because he's a mod, he can put it in there, and obviously it actually show up and actually work.
The only link I've seen him put in was a link to the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be I've said this before, I'm going to be pissed off if DAZN buy BT Sport because I get BT Sport for free with my phone contract. So unless it can swap over and I get a free DAZN instead. But they do seem to be good though, DAZN. I give them credit. They do seem to have good coverage. And the streaming seems to be top notch. So I wouldn't be unhappy as long as my phone contract would give that free instead of BT Sport.
Yeah, BT Sport, as I said, I think a couple of months ago now, when it was confirmed they lost the FA Cup this season. It's gone to it's a duoship between ITV and BBC, isn't it? So back to the good old days when actually football was on Freeview channels. You didn't have to pay to watch it. But yeah, because they've overcommitted, didn't they? They overpaid for the Champions League rights. The current contract there for the Champions League. Every time they've had a bidding war, they've overdone it, and it's caught them up in the end.
I mean, Amazon have got to get the Champions League and the Premier League at some point because they've got more money than anyone, haven't they? They've got much more money than BT Sports, surely.
Yeah. Even Netflix and all that.
And Netflix, yeah, of course. Thank you, Gary, for putting a link to my channel. It's much appreciated. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one with Jerry Payton. He was at Arsenal for obviously a very long time as goalkeeper coach, and obviously had a good long career himself. And so he's coaching over in Japan now at the moment. Hence why the show's going to go out live at 9 o'clock in the morning to fit in with his schedule. But yeah, I'm going to be interested to get his thoughts on like the modern day goalkeeper. You all know I've said it 100 times on this channel recently about my thoughts about the goalkeeper nowadays. Being part, he's not like a just stuck out on his own as the goalkeeper. He's much more part of the back four. You know, making it a back five nowadays, depending on what formation you're playing. But obviously, in Arsenal's case, it's back five, and they've got to be able to play with their feet as much as anything else. So I'm going to be interested to get his thoughts on this. Whether the training's different for a goalkeeper nowadays, whether they are actually trained. Because obviously the goalkeepers are always taken away and trained on their own. They're not in with the major training sessions with the team, apart from when it comes to like an 11v11 towards the end of the training session, and then when they go in goal. But why is it not the case that they're part of the full training session nowadays and, you know, play a lot more with their feet? For example, so I'm going to be. It's going to be a good show, that one. Right, just kicked off on my screen. 8 seconds in. Arsenal have actually got a free kick inside the Barcelona area. I repeat, Arsenal got a free kick inside the Barcelona area, and they've got a yellow card for their services.
There you go. You've got a new sub as well. Steve just said he's going to subscribe to your channel.
Thank you, Steve. I'm really disappointed you haven't done so already, to be fair. But thank you for doing it this evening. I'm joking. Thank you, mate.
be fair, me and Steve chatted off, away from obviously the channel itself. We've had a brief chat over the weekend. He does like the discussions, the dualship you and Steve have formed in the last few weeks.
I've really enjoyed it as well. Me and Greengrass have got a good thing going. It's
showing our age.
you know what? Greengrass, just to change the subject. He's a local celebrity. Well, he was, because of our rest in peace. He lived a good old life, but he's a local celebrity around the area where I live now, because he grew up and lived in Nuneaton, which is about 15 minutes away from where I live. Oh no, they're through on goal again.
Not again.
3-0.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It was just too easy once more.
Here she girls, come on.
Oshuola, her name is. She is a beast up front. We can't handle her. We literally cannot handle her. She's got legs like Kevin Campbell. You know, she just runs straight. And it was just such an easy pass. Just cut out 2 lines of our midfield and defence.
And she's onside, yeah.
And she just literally ran through, and our defenders were too slow, and she just slotted it in past the goalkeeper. And we've got no answer to this player. She's ripping us to shreds, this woman. She's got to be. I mean, everyone knows the quality of Viviane Miedemar, but if we'd had half an opportunity of playing in a ball like that to Vivian, she probably would have done the same. But this player looks like she's on a different level to everyone I've seen at the moment. She's so dangerous.
What's making this worse is that I was checking the line
now
at half time. Hoffenheim are winning 5-0 in our group.
Well, that shows you. But that shows you how weak the other team are. And we're going to do the same to them, no doubt.
We're not even going to be second if a defeat.
No, that's true. But I'm sure we will be at the end.
We'll beat Hoffenheim, no problem. I believe anyway, home and away. It's obviously Barcelona, the ones that go, as we're seeing, are the cream of the crop. Or best down.
I think the only way they're going to be stopped is if the entire squad goes down with COVID or something, with the way things are going, because they're just on another planet. This team, they're so good.
Yeah, Barcelona, this women's team, made their debut season in the Champions League in 2011. I can't remember what it was now. A few years back, and we pumped them 7 or 9-0, something like that, over 2 legs. I can't remember what it was. Let's fast forward a few years, and they're the best team in the world.
Well, the women are also going through the academy.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So they've been learning how to play the Barcelona way alongside the men, and that wasn't the case before. So, oh my God. Oh, another save by the goalkeeper. But that, I swear, I don't know what I'm watching. This is not the Arsenal team.
This is literally like the men in costumes, basically.
No, but it's like Arsenal were just Tottenham in disguise. They're just so poor at the moment. It's worrying. I don't know why we're playing so badly. Barcelona are playing. I keep repeating myself. Barcelona are playing brilliantly, and they're a great team. However, we're not helping ourselves. We're so sloppy, and we're just all over the place defensively and in midfield. I don't know what we're doing. Why? I mean, another one. They're going to score again. Then it's too easy for them. No, she just put the shot over the bar. But it looks like as soon as they get the ball in our half, they're going to score.
That ain't good.
And it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. We need to be so much tighter defensively, and we're just so all over the place. Beth Mead just got a booking for some reason. I don't know why she's laughing. I don't know why she's got a booking. Maybe she's bad-mouthing the ref or something. I don't know. But oh no. Oh yeah. She's pulled the player out of the way, but the player didn't even fall over on the floor or nothing.
No. Gary's in the chat saying, "Okay, Jonas, whatever you said at halftime has not been heard. Time for change. Who's coming in?" Yeah,
you've got to do something. I think that's what I would do if I was the manager. I'd move Leah Williamson into midfield and bring on Woman Boy. Take off
Take off Beth now. Take off Beth. She's on a booking.
I don't think we need. I know. I don't think we need 3 up front because we're not up front enough. We need to stick one extra in midfield. I don't know. Maybe take off Katie McCabe on the left and bring on. Taylor. Yeah. And midfield wise, I don't know. Could be any of them really. To move Leah Williamson there and put on an extra defender. Maybe, just go to a 4-4-2 to toughen up the midfield a bit because we're just being overrun. It's just ridiculous. It's embarrassing, actually.
Again. Sake. Okay, even and Tobin.
I'd even make it when we're out of possession, which is pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Make it a 4-5-1 and just have Tobin Heath as a sort of a attacking left-sided midfielder and Beth Mead on the right. And when we do ever get the ball, they can burst forward and try and kick them on the break that way. But at least when we're out of possession, we can stop the score getting even more embarrassing if we just go 4-5-1. We're just even the goalkeeper. We're not playing it out for the back at all. We're giving the goalkeeper's lumping it long, and we're just conceding. Just concede possession. Luckily, this time we didn't because we picked up the second ball, but that's an unusual thing for us. And now we've just passed it out, and we've got a throw in deep in our half again. That's just how sloppy we've been. You can't do that. You can give them possession. Virtually just midway into our own half by just passing the ball out of play, and that's been our performance in a nutshell, really, isn't it?
Yeah, Cheddars has popped up. He's saying that last season Barcelona's women over the course of 35 games only conceded 5 goals last season.
Yeah, they had a goal difference of something like 154 plus 154 goals in. Well, I don't know how many games. It's just ridiculous. They won the league by about 28 points. They're bringing on 3 subs: Tobin Heath, Nikita Paris, and I didn't see the other one. But I don't think that's the answer, unless he's going to. Oh, come on! Oh my God! What a poor finish from Miedemar. She passed it back to the goalkeeper. Literally, just like tapped it back to the goalkeeper. What was going on there?
Oh, Caitlin Ford.
Literally,
Caitlin Ford's coming on. Yeah,
I don't think that's the answer. We've not got the ball enough in their half to make the. They're going to just be. They're not going to have the ball. We need to toughen up our midfield and defence. Really, well, if anything. It's all very well bringing on more attacking players, but if they're not getting any of the ball, what are they going to do with it? But I can't believe that miss by Vivienne Miedemar. You put your house on her scoring that goal, and she literally just passed it back gently to their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Like I say, if I had a mortgage, I'd have put it on her scoring that.
I think that's going to go off.
Sorry, I didn't say who just went off for Tobin Heath.
No, I haven't seen yet, but I'm assuming Beth will go off because she's on a booking.
He's bringing off Miedemar. Miedemar is coming off.
So they ain't done much. Again, they ain't had much of the ball, but yeah, I think he's just trying to change things up in the bit up there, isn't he?
Yeah, but why would you take off your best goals, one of the world's best goal scorers?
I just don't know.
Well, oh my God, I'm actually stumped at that. Why would you take off Miedemar when you need goals if that's the case? I mean, and bring on someone as out of form as Nikita Paris. I mean, hopefully I'll be made to eat my words, and
maybe I don't know. Maybe he's hoping that her experience.
I think he might be. Well, to be fair to him, he might be resting her now, knowing the game's gone.
The weekend and all that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he might well be doing that because we're not going to win this game. Let's face it. But he might just be resting her. That could well be the answer.
As I said, getting back to Bourne Wood, I think they have more of a chance of getting something at Bourne Wood because of how narrow that pitch is, and they're not going to have.
Well, they won't be able to see what they're doing for a start because the floodlights are so
that
shit.
as well, yeah. There's that
as well. It goes from like playing at the Johan Cruyff Arena to a non-league ground in the UK. It's going to be a bit of a shock to the system, I'm sure.
On AstroTurf as well.
Yeah.
My point is they're not going to have a big pitch where they can play like this. It's going to be very condensed.
He's got to learn lessons after this game as well, and make some big changes to the way we play against them. He's got to.
Gary's saying, in terms of what we were saying about why Vivian's gone off, he's saying Jonas probably knows Viv's is having a bad day. Her last shot maybe confirmed it.
Yeah, but she hasn't had a bad day because I think that was her first touch. I'm not even joking. Can you imagine? Can you remember her talking? Can you remember her touching the ball in the first half?
To be honest, I can't remember because we literally defended most of it until we could see 2 goals.
I don't think she even. If she had a touch, she would have had about 1 or 2, and that's it. You can't really say she had a bad day, but that's unbelievably bad finish from her. But I can't, hand on my heart, say that she's had a bad game because I can't remember her being part of the game. To be perfectly honest, and that's not her fault. I'm not blaming her. But it is literally like a training session for Barcelona.
Yeah.
It really is. They're just passing it around in our own half at the moment as well.
Co's apologised in the chat. He's saying maybe wrong choice of words.
Yeah. Shut out. I don't know whether she's been shut out by Barcelona. I think it's just the fact that Barcelona have been so utterly dominant and we've just given the ball back to them at every opportunity that we could. So, she's just not had a touch. Genuinely, she's not had a touch in the game until that bad miss just then, which was really, really shocking for her. But I'm not blaming her for having a bad game. That's for sure.
No, Leah's having a bad game tonight as well. Williamson.
Yeah.
Well, defensive, but yeah, not a normal self.
No, that's I genuinely would have put into midfield. Like she was dominant in mid. I know it was against caveat for England. It was very, very poor opposition, but she was really, really classy in midfield for England, and it would have. And Wubben-Moy is an England international as well, and she's a really good defender. So I don't think it would have lost out too much in the centre of defence if we stuck her Williamson in midfield. Come on. Oh, at least we had a shot. It wasn't on target.
Yeah,
but that was better.
We had a shot.
Tobin Heath injected a bit of personality onto the pitch and not wanting to get embarrassed. So she's trying to do something about it. That's what it's looking like. Touch wood.
It wasn't that far wide either.
No, it was a decent attempt. So I got my leg up because my dog was just resting himself underneath my legs.
Yeah,
He might get, yeah, he got his rear end in the shot now. At least he's not trying to bite my arm today.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you're right, Gary. He's shut out, but shutting out a player from a game is also like marking them out of the game, stopping them getting the ball, cutting off the passing lanes to that player. And they haven't had to do that. That's what I was trying to mean. I'm trying to get at. They've not had to worry about our forward players at all because our forward players have not even been in the game. So shutting out Miedemar from the game to me means that she's been man marked out of the game. She's getting frustrated because every time the ball goes to her, she doesn't get it, or the shots are blocked immediately, or whatever. But she's not had any of that trouble because we've hardly had the ball in their half. So that's what I meant. That's what I meant about it. Because they've not had to worry about Vivian Miedemar. Let's face it. Because I literally can't remember her touching the ball until that shot early in this half. But Nikita Paris is back playing right back then. Did a good bit of defensive work, thankfully. Got fouled. Managed to get the ball back.
We've had 3 attempts apparently in this half, so that's something. Because they're 26.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, game last maybe 5 minutes has got a little bit scrappy. But I think it's quite noticeable that Barcelona aren't really playing at the same tempo as they were in the first half. They're taking the foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't really need to do a lot more, do they? To be fair, but they're still looking dangerous whenever they get the ball, and that's they've still got the vast majority of possession, and that possession is generally in our own half as well. So they're just sort of toying with us a little bit, really, at the moment. You can see them getting another goal or two if they wanted to, which hopefully won't happen. But you could see that if they wanted to turn up the temperature at any time, they could quite easily. They're looking a bit threatening again as I speak. Dribbling into our box. Cut back. Oh, God, that was quite fortunate. Got away with that one.
Oh dear. Just
At least we've got a bit of possession in their half for once. That's good. Come on, let's do something with it. Come on, Nikita. Oh no, not the best pass, but we're back. We've got the ball back in their box. So no, too high, straight out. Yeah. Do you know what I think? The fact that Tobin Heath is on the pitch also lifts our players, if you know what I mean. Because she's such a good player, they want to. I think she brings
Raises the
more than
levels,
just. Yeah, she brings more than just her own really good play. She raises the levels of the players around her a little bit, and I can't wait for the day where she's fit to start every game and see. Hopefully, she will. She makes such a difference with having a fit and firing Tobin Heath alongside Vivian Miedemar. That's got to be good, isn't it? It's got to be good to watch.
I imagine, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and to be fair, Steve's right. Paris has made a difference since you come on. She's injected a little bit of energy into proceedings. The fact that most of it is defending is a bit of a shame, but she's got forward in that last move, which is good.
Oh, dear.
Well, at the moment, we are giving a bit more of a better account of ourselves in this second half, aren't we? At the moment, which is good. Good to see. At least we're not rolling over.
Yeah, I'll take it as a positive.
Be interesting if we could get the next goal in the next 5 minutes or so and see how Barcelona reacts to, because they're not used to conceding goals full stop, like we've mentioned earlier. So if we could get one, it might make it a bit interesting. Here we go. Oh, good cross. Another good bit of play with Tobin Heath. Passed it into, I don't know whether that was Ford. Crossed it right across the box, but no one was there. That's when we needed Vivian Miedemar in that area. That's where she would have been there in the 6-yard box then. Making another sub. Keep forgetting that obviously women's football, they've got 5 sub rule, which I think should definitely be brought in for the men's as well.
Yeah. It was meant to be brought in last year, but after the return of the Premier League, they had it, and then
they voted against it, didn't they?
And then, when the new season came on for last year, last season, the new season started, they had to vote for it twice throughout the season, at 4 season and throughout the season.
Yeah, and who was it that voted? I think all the top 6 voted for.
Yeah, and
all the bottom 14 voted against.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. It was the bottom 14 initially. It wanted to 5 subs in the first place.
I know.
When they returned.
I know.
The system is flawed massively in that sense.
Definitely, yeah.
It made sense to have 5 subs last year, definitely, because it was literally because of the overlap between the end of last season and now the end of the previous season and the start of last season.
We've got come on. I'd like to have a look at that again. They're not giving us a pen. It looked a bit dodgy to me. I'd like to see the replay. But we've got them under a bit of sustained pressure at the moment, which is nice to see.
Yeah, it's a good old game.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a pen. I don't know how she fell over, but she just fell over. But it's giving us a corner.
We've got something out of it then.
Tobin Heath, I tell you, has made a big difference. And I do agree that Nikita Paris has as well. But I think the main driving force here is Tobin Heath. She's got a bit of pride about her when she's come onto the pitch. She wanted to dictate things, and that was unlucky. That was just fraction high there, that cross that she made. We're bringing on Jordan Nobbs, which is nice to see.
Who's going on?
Walty. Wow, they're taking off that star striker.
Number 20.
Yeah, she's getting a bit of an ovation, which I don't blame her. But I'm sure Oshola, she's just being rested as well.
Years ago. Rings a bell.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what, bit Devo to lose her. She's looked unreal, unplayable this game, to be honest. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. So maybe she did, but
No, because I
I wish she was playing for us now. I tell you.
When they obviously asked Barcelona won the Champions League last year, there's mention. I can't remember. I know they mentioned the WSL. I can't remember. She mentioned there's photos of her in Arsenal kits. I don't know if it's actually because she played for them or not.
I don't know.
Might have been an academy player and we just never used her.
Yeah, maybe. But I'll tell you what, after today's performance, I'd bloody love her to play for us.
Come back, please.
All's forgiven. We are sorry.
We are human. We do make mistakes.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was lucky. Williamson fell over. And, the player that literally just this second come on for Barcelona, her first touch was to shoot, just put it wide. Williamson lost her footing from a quite simple just cross, really. Like John Terry style, literally fell over.
Oh, God.
And the player just put it wide, thankfully. That would have been embarrassing for Leah. She don't deserve that.
What's she doing?
She's another one of my favourite players. I love her. But that would have been well embarrassing if that had gone in. Oh, well, come on. Oh, thank God. That was a bit risky as well from her. Come on.
Off night.
Come on. Oh, come on, yes. Oh, off the line.
Oh, for God's sake. Give us something back on for fuck's sake.
Why didn't she? This is what I'm on about with Nikita Paris, right? That she's just doesn't seem to have the confidence in the fight, just the touch at the moment, because that was another really timid shot. I'm sorry, but good defending. It's not an easy chance by any stretch of the imagination, but when you see this back, she just side-footed it in, and when you know that a player is obviously in that situation is going to come sliding in, they're going to come sliding in along the floor. You have to put some height on that shot. You have to put height on the shot. And
we saw it last week in the cup game against Tottenham. Literally, she scored a goal, and 2 minutes later, there's another opportunity. She tried to side foot it in a volley.
Yeah. Oh yes, yes. Get in.
Come on.
Great quality. No, but honestly, that this last 10 minutes or so has been really good. Really good.
I've got to admit, since the subs have been made, we're a bit sceptical, admittedly, but they have made a difference.
They have, and I've absolutely made a difference. And a lot of it, I'm sorry, but it's down to Tobin Heath. And looked a little bit offside, to be honest with you.
Well, their second goal's offside, so there's something going there.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. But that was a great cross for Tobin Heath. They couldn't miss. It just bundled over the line. But the whip on that cross was fantastic. And she's really lifted everyone. She really has. And I'm not, Nikita Paris has done an awful lot of good things in this game since she come on. And she's injected a lot of pace and, verve on the pitch. But that finish is just lacking confidence. It's something not quite right there at the moment. And it will come back. It will come back. But you've got to put height on those types of finishes when you know that the defender's sliding along the floor. Just a little dink. That was a goal. Anyway, I'm glad we've got one back now. And like I said a few minutes ago, it'd be interesting if we get the next goal with a bit left to go to see how Barcelona reacts to actually letting a goal in, because it's not usual for them to let a goal in. So you never know. Get one more, and we could be set up for a pretty tense finish. But we've been really good the last 10 minutes. So
let's not fight away now, make a silly mistake.
I just hope they don't crank up another couple of gears now to
just to punish us. How dare you score? Boom.
Yeah, we've poked the sleeping bear with a stick.
Caitlin's been booked.
Yeah, that was a bit of a harsh booking, really.
This ref does not like our players tonight.
That was I think Yeah, I can see it. But I can see it, I suppose, but it's a bit harsh. But
Not
as
with
they
women,
say,
I think.
because you've seen him given.
Mm. I mean, we've seen what was it? Kate McCabe. She got booked as the whistle's been blown for kicking a ball. As the whistle's been blown.
Yeah,
Later on in that half, Beth Mead wins a free kick, and out of frustration, their player boots the ball after the whistle's been blown. Nothing.
no, I
Consistency.
know.
Consistency, everyone.
It's a joke, I know.
Oh, here we go. Number 16's coming on for them.
Yeah, try and say her name, the one that's gone off.
Don't even try.
It's like you just emptied a Scrabble bag
Yeah,
of
literally.
letters all over all over their board, and that's her name. Oh, that's better. See, our passing is a lot quicker, a lot crisper now,
Mm.
and we're finding our teammates. And yeah, we move 1 touch, 2 touch, and we're up the other end now. We're looking a lot more dangerous. Oh, unlucky. Bloody shame we didn't start the second half. Well, obviously, rather start the first half like this, but it's a shame we didn't make the changes at half time before we'd let that third goal in. But we're bringing on our fifth sub now. We've got Iwabuchi's coming on, which is good.
Yeah, that's
Kim
good.
Kim Little going off. Iwabuchi is another really good player I like. She's really dangerous from around the edge of the box, as we've seen
As we saw
recently.
last week, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lovely goal, that was, wasn't it? She's a little terrier, isn't she?
Mm.
Little Jack Russell snapping at your heels all the time.
Gary's saying repeated record. How does Arsenal
Sorry.
manage the women's team differently to the men's team?
How does Arsenal manage women's team differently than men's team? What repeated record? I don't really get that. Do you?
Probably, I don't know. Gary, explain it. We're tired here. Help.
Oh no. It seemed to have gone up a gear again, just briefly. We need to keep this crisp passing going. We need to get. This is good. Come on. This is a better counter attack. Come on. Come on, make this pass count. Come on. Oh no, just headed away. Corner though. It's better. We're counter attacking a lot better now. If we can get one more goal in the next couple of minutes or so, which is going to be a big ask, but it'll be a nice, tense finish, won't it?
Oh, basically, there we go. He says the women's team is run properly. The men's team is, in his opinion.
No, I don't agree. We're going in the right direction now. We've finally learned from our mistakes, I think. And yes, we're not the finished article now, but we're buying the right type of players.
Mm.
We're going in the right direction. We're getting rid of all the old crap. Still got a bit to do, but the fact that we got rid of Willian after one season, I know that he helped as well. He realised it was a mistake, but the fact that we pushed for that, I don't think that's a good sign to me. And we replaced him with young players like obviously Erdegaard and Lukonga and all that. I think we're going in the right direction. I think being managed all right at the moment. Yes, we need changes. Yes, we don't like the ownership. Yes, we'd love to have someone that actually really deeply cares about the club, own the club. But I think Edu and Arteta have made some decent decisions recently, haven't they? It's still early days, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm still excited by this team. Oof, that's a decent effort by the Barcelona player. She's been good since she come on at Martin's.
Saying that's right, Andrew. Now we're going in the same direction, but the women's team has been the top team for a while.
Well, we haven't, though, have we? The last few seasons, but they've actually put a lot more financial support into the club this year. Again, they've increased it. They've signed some top quality players. Obviously, we all know who they've signed, but Tobin Heath and Nikita Paris are two of the biggest signings that they've ever made. So they are making a lot more investment to show that they don't want to get any further behind Chelsea and Man City.
Yeah.
So it's we haven't been actively as good as them for a few years, have we? But when was it last? We won the league. Was it 2 or 3 seasons ago?
I'm trying to think now. It'll be 3 seasons this year, end of this season.
Yeah.
Because obviously last year was the full year, and then the year before we got cut short because of the pandemic.
Exactly. Yeah. But financially, we've not been competing with Chelsea and Man City, but I think we've decided that we are going to compete with Man City and Chelsea this season. Oh no!
And again, that's good to see.
Oh no! 4-0. 4-1. I mean, sorry. 1. Sorry. It was that player again, Martins. I said she's been good since she come on. She's looked really dangerous. I don't know whether
all that hard work for nothing.
I don't know whether she is a player that has just come back from injury or something because of the strapping she's got on her left knee. But she has been different class since she come on as well. I've been saying that, haven't I? She had the shot. One of her first things was a shot just went wide. She ripped. Honestly, she's looking really good. So, and now see that's how you finish over someone that's sliding on the floor like the goalkeeper. Just dink it over them. Nikita Paris, have a look back at that when you get a chance.
What's offside, was it? Ooh,
but it was on again. Once again, though, it was just one little chipped ball over that someone just ran onto. It's too easy, wasn't it?
That's been most of their goals tonight. Let's be fair.
Yeah,
most of the 4 have been like that.
That's a real shame because we just started to not dominate, but get a real foothold in the game the last 10 minutes, and that's another real kick in the gut for us, really. But she must be coming back from an injury or something, that player, because why wouldn't you start someone that good? Well, I know they've got a massively strong squad, but she's looked fantastic since she come on the left side of attack. Yeah, Jonas just got a yellow card from mouthing off. But come on, let's just carry on. Let's try and get. Oh, come on! Oh, unlucky Tobin. Oh, we cut them open then. Unfortunately, it was a bit too close to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, the back 4 has had a bad day today, Kelly, and the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it was just.
It's one of them games today, isn't it? This hasn't worked for us.
Far too easy. Yeah. I mean,
that first goal win, we just dropped our heads a bit.
I mean, when you're playing a really high line, you've got to be cautious of just those simple ball either through the 2 players or one just dinked over the top. It's just so easy when you've got They've got attacking players that have got bags of pace that could just run onto those passes. It's just you're leaving yourself so wide open. Basically, they're playing similar to the way we played against, the men's team played against Spurs.
Yeah.
It's so easy to cut through our midfield.
But also at the same time, again, it just shows where we're lacking really, and the difference between where Barca are at the moment and where we are, because obviously they've been season foes at the Champions League, haven't we? We've dipped in and out, haven't we? So it's again.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think our team is this bad. It's just a really poor performance. I don't think
early on too much respect, and then literally that first goal went in, and then the heads dropped.
Yeah, I don't think we're nowhere near as bad as we're showing in this game. I think we've got the players and the squad now to really give them a good game.
I think Bournemouth the Bournemouth game would be a lot different.
Yeah,
as a result. Because again, I keep saying that the pitch is now unlike this. They don't have the space to play like this for a start. And we've got home crowd behind us.
Yeah, I expect it to be a much, much better performance in the second leg. Well, not second leg, the return fixture, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, they will be absolutely gutted. Every player and the manager and all the backroom staff will be gutted with this performance because they know that they could do a lot better than this. They really will. We know how. Oh my God. What a save. Oh, Jesus Christ. How did that not go in? It was a great save. That should have been 5-1. But
Ref, can you blow the whistle, please?
I know.
Put us up in the
middle. Well, we've done one goal better than Chelsea did in the Champions League final last year.
Yeah, exactly. The all-conquering Emma Hayes Chelsea team, yeah.
As long as we hang on. I mean, they haven't shown the replay yet because there hasn't been a break in play, but wow. I think it was a good save, or whether the player just hit it straight at the goalkeeper. I'm not sure, but I mean, come on, that's too easy. Oh, I mean, a goal kick, thank God, but some of the passing that they're doing is just making it look amateurish at the moment, which is unbelievable. Oh no, it's a great save. Great save. It was quite close to her, but she had to react very, very quickly. It's a point blank range. Oh God, thank God. Come on, let's get one more goal. Come on. Oh no, giving it. What? Is she giving a free kick or?
What's the surprise me this?
I wasn't saying that was like a blatant penalty or anything, but why? It's not like a free kick. It's, I don't know. She had to go for the ball.
Yeah, no, she had to go for the ball, yeah. The ball was in the air.
It's not a free kick, is it?
No.
They're showing the replays now. It's not a free kick. It's just a challenge. I think her knee catches her in the head. But it sounds terrible, that does, when you say it that way. But it's not like that.
It wasn't intentional.
No, not at all. It's just the way she was falling forward.
Yeah, it's literally coming together. Nothing.
Her knee sort of brushed against her head. I think they're probably just following
Protocols and all.
concussion protocol. Yeah, but
Funny time to go for the ball, and just the aftermath that they're coming together. That's all.
mm-hmm.
There's nothing that either player could do about it.
No. If we can get another goal, it will just mean that we've drawn the second half 2-2, and that'll be a good blueprint for taking back to the UK for the return fixture. That we've actually managed to draw 2-2 with them, and the fact that they've let in 2 goals would be great because they don't do that. I mean, we've already said they let in 5 all last season.
Yeah,
but so it'd be nice just to get another consolation. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We've only got 2 minutes left of 1.5 minutes left of injury time. So much space for them in midfield. I mean, look at this. You're literally within 20 or 30 yards of open acres space into our pocket. Don't let another one in.
Well, literally that minute left of them. In the last minute of injury time as well, by the way.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. I'm just hoping. I don't know when the return fixture is with Barca, but I hope that Tobin Heath is real up to match fitness, so she can actually start games by then. Because she's made a massive difference since she's come on, really has. And Jordan Nobbs in midfield. Up until recently, our midfield since she came on was a lot tighter to them, but we're just the last couple of minutes that's gone out the window again in the moment, unfortunately. They're playing with 14 players again at the moment. That's a penalty. Oh my God!
Fuck's sake! At the end as well.
Oh, it's over the injury time. It's like we're on.
Yeah.
The 3 minutes are gone.
This is what I'm saying. Well, I better see it now then.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus and the orphans.
Looking their way into overtime. That wasn't how she tripped.
No, she didn't even touch her. She literally did not even touch her. No. She went over. She dived over her leg.
The challenge is literally made, and then literally a second later, guys, the player reacts and goes, "Okay, I'm going to go down now."
And it was over the allotted time at the end of the match as well. And there's been no breaks, in the play, to make it go over. And she saved it.
Come on.
Justice was done.
Well done. Well done.
That wasn't a penalty, and it shouldn't have even been given. But anyway, that was a great save.
Redeemed herself there, obviously, from her howler.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was a rubbish penalty. It was perfect for the goalkeeper, but it's still that she went the right way. She saved it. She's got to get all the credit.
No, exactly. You still got to,
But bloody ref, honestly, useless. Giving that, I mean, when you're in the Champions League as well, and obviously the Women's Super League, the women's teams deserve VAR, same as men's now. But the problem is, obviously, because they play in these lower league grounds, they obviously haven't got the setup. But they should. The women's football and the FA should fund these clubs getting VAR, because some of these decisions today, I mean, that as well, that wouldn't have been given if there was VAR when they look back at it. No way that would have been given. And that definitely one of their goals was offside as well.
Yeah, it just screamed. Sorry, it just screamed the refereeing performance-wise. As you said earlier, the Van Persie incident from a few years back.
Yeah.
Everything went. She was looking to book our players, any and everything. Yeah, literally, they touched. If they did the same thing or less or worse, sorry. I was okay, no problem. It's a foul, but no booking, no nothing.
No.
But it is what it is. I'm not blaming the ref completely. Obviously, their first goal sort of let them in, and that was it.
I mean, you could dissect everything really today, but at the end of the day, everyone for I'd say at least 70 minutes of that game was really under par. The passing was sloppy. We couldn't even make 5 to 10 yard passes without giving it away. We were leaving massive gaps in our defence. We were just getting cut through so easily. And it was really poor. And you can't say anything else. And Jonas Eideveld will be livid with that performance. Yeah. We really will. And I think all the players will as well, to be fair. Because we are far, far, far better than that.
Yeah.
As a team, they may well have the best team and they probably would have won the match regardless. But we should have given a much, much better account of ourselves than we did.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair to Jonas as well, second half he made the subs and we saw a difference. It's a slight upturn suddenly.
Yeah,
got a goal back, and then obviously they scored another, but still, we started holding the ball a bit more and actually pressing them off the ball.
If you can see on the screen, he's doing a Hull City. What's his name? The manager at Hull City used to be.
Phil Brown, yeah.
Phil Brown, then. Yeah, he's doing a Phil Brown look. He's having a team meeting on the pitch. That's how livid he is. He can't even wait till he gets back to the dressing room.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, to be honest, because I would be as well. Because I'm livid knowing that how poor of an account they've given themselves today. Because I know that they're a really good team, and I'm angry about it. But he must be fuming.
He's got to be, surely, yeah. Because again, that was what we were saying throughout the match. We haven't seen this from the girls at all this season.
No,
even pre-season we were phenomenal.
No, it's a big wake-up call for him that this is the standard, and I think this is the annoying thing. We've got I think we've got the players and the squad to compete at this level, definitely, and go far in this competition. And he will know that, and the players will know that. So hopefully they'll use this as a massive kick up the arse to not be. I'm not saying they went there, overconfident or anything, and not giving the Barcelona team enough respect. I think they gave them too much respect, and it went the other way.
Yeah,
it went the other way.
Yeah, and as we said at the time, as soon as that first goal went in, we started panicking and overcommitting, and then suddenly out of nowhere, the Barca. It seemed like they had 11 other players on the pitch alongside them, just picking us off bit by bit.
Yeah,
and
we were too slow.
We were lucky to go in at half time. Was it 2-0? No, sorry, 3-0 down. Sorry, we were lucky in that sense.
2-0. I think they scored the third early second half, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I mean, they were just too slow to everything.
Yeah.
Too slow to the our passing was poor. We weren't picking things up in the box when balls were bouncing loose. We didn't pick up the second balls when they were having set pieces, or if a pass went astray, they were just faster to everything than we were.
Like Steve says in the chat, I'm sure they would learn from this and be far better in the return match. Yeah, definitely. And as I said, home crowd, I think they will. Never pitch is going to benefit us.
No, Steve F said his stream's finished on the Zone, and I'm still watching it. A bit strange. Anyway, Yeah, I'm going to have to shoot off because I do believe it. I still haven't had anything to eat this evening yet, so I'm absolutely starving.
You can yeah, I was about to say.
Because I had the AST meeting before this match started.
How did that go to this week? How did that go?
Yeah, it's fine. It's I'm trying to think. There was nothing major that came out of it that made me really sort of prick my ears up. Sam Dean from the Telegraph was the main guest, and one thing he said was he'd spoken to, because obviously impressed with Lakonga and the signings and so on. He said that when the signing was made, a lot came out of the Anderlecht club, that it was seen that Arsenal was going to be a stepping stone for Lakonga, not the end destination, and that pissed me off because it's you can't argue that that's probably the case now, but it should never be, and hopefully things will come together. The team will knit and gel together a lot quicker than a lot of the press and other teams around Europe are thinking that it's going to, and he can achieve success quicker than he thinks with us and end up staying with us longer term, not have to move on. But
exactly.
It did piss me off when I heard that comment, to be honest.
But
what can you expect at the moment? That's where we are, but hopefully not for too long.
Yeah, my shirts, by the way.
Oh, I'll talk to you offline about that. That's nothing we're going to talk about on here.
Fair enough.
Another one is going to be sent out. Let's not talk about that on here. I don't want to. But I'm going to go and get something to eat. But I'll text you. I'll mention it to you now.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers, Andrew.
But yeah, thank you to everyone on the in the chat as well. It's been good.
Yeah, cheers. And obviously, Andrew, where can people find you? And all you obviously got to repeat what you've got coming up on the channel for next week and all that.
Yeah, next Tuesday morning, I've got a live show with an interview with Jerry Payton, the former Arsenal goalkeeping coach, and we're going to be discussing what he thinks of Aaron Ramsdale and his early season form for us and what the role of the new goalkeeper is, and get a lot more insight from someone that knows a hell of a lot more about it than any of us do. So he's coaching at the moment over in Japan. So the stream's going to be at 9:00 next Tuesday morning. So if you can't see it live, make sure you check in and see it later on that day, because it's bound to be a really good chat. And you can get me on Twitter as usual at From Dial Square, and my website for all the articles I'm writing at the moment is fromdialsquaretowear.com. And thank you once again, Ryan, for having me on.
Nice. No worries for that. And everyone, as I said, Andrew said, thanks everyone. It pops in the chat, and also it's been consistently in the chat, popping up with comments, efforts, and questions, this, that, and the other. Steve, Gary, Ty, Chadders. I think you said Luca was in the chat at one point earlier at the start of the stream as well.
Yeah, it was.
And a few of the other, there's a few other people, new faces popped up as well. In terms of content going first to this international break, I'm waiting to hear back from Mike about doing the quizzes, just to fill a couple of nights up. And on Sunday, we've got the WSL between Arsenal and Everton. And obviously, that's 2:30 UK time. So I'll be doing that, and obviously if Andrew's around, he'll be coming back with us as well. I know he's got other bits and pieces, so we'll discuss it in a time. Other than that, I'll try and fill the gap up with some other bits and pieces. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. I know it wasn't the result we're hoping for, but it is what it is. It's a big one out the way. We've now got three games. Sorry, because obviously the match day 3 and 4 are the same team. Like the men's side, so I've got 3 games now where we can recoup the goal difference and get ourselves back into second, basically going into that game before last, the penultimate game for the group, which is going to be very interesting. As I said we'll get top 2, we'll be fine, we'll qualify. It's just a little blip, and again, manager and players will learn from this. But yeah, we'll see you then, and until Until next time.
Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you guys.